the unspoken distance. There's a quiet shift that happens, a change so subtle you might dismiss it as your imagination. It's the way your grandchild, who once clung to you like a shadow, now hesitates before a hug. It's the extra inch of space left on the sofa beside you, an invisible boundary that wasn't there before. You might catch a fleeting glimpse of your daughter opening a window after you've been in the room, a gesture so quick you question if you even saw it. These are the small, heartbreaking moments that whisper a question you're too afraid to ask aloud. Is it me? For 72-year-old Margaret, this fear became a certainty with a single innocent question from her granddaughter Ella. "Grandma, why do you always smell funny?" The words spoken without malice pierced Margaret's heart. A woman who prided herself on a lifetime of meticulous cleanliness, a spotless home, freshly laundered clothes, a daily bath, was suddenly confronted with the one thing she couldn't scrub away. The truth is, there's a secret that lingers in the air around millions of people over 60, a distinct scent that nearly 99% of them cannot detect on themselves, yet is immediately noticeable to younger generations. It isn't about hygiene or neglect. It's a profound biological shift that most doctors never mention, leaving countless seniors feeling confused, isolated, and ashamed. This isn't just about a smell, it's about the fear of losing closeness, the unspoken reason for the growing distance between you and the ones you love. But what if you could erase that distance, not with perfumes or cover-ups, but with simple, powerful knowledge that could restore your confidence and bring your family close again within a matter of days? The silent biology no one talks about. Let's pull back the curtain on this deeply uncomfortable topic with honesty and respect, because understanding the why is the first step toward reclaiming your confidence. You are not imagining things, and you are certainly not to blame. The subtle change in your personal scent is not a reflection of poor habits, but a testament to the complex and natural journey of your body. It is a biological reality, plain and simple. As we age, our internal chemistry undergoes a series of transformations we can't see, but which others can sometimes perceive. The silence surrounding this issue isn't born from a lack of care, but from the awkwardness of a taboo. Today, we break that taboo. The unique scent often associated with aging stems from a trio of physiological changes that are happening inside you right now. First, your body's natural cooling system changes gears. You begin to sweat less. While this might sound like a welcome relief, sweat is one of your body's primary methods for house cleaning. In your younger years, your skin was a bustling freeway for toxins, flushing out impurities with every bead of perspiration. As you get older, that output can decrease by more than half. With less sweat to carry them away, these toxins and metabolic byproducts linger on the skin's surface. There, they become a feast for the resident bacteria, which in turn produce the musty, slightly sour odor that can cling to you and your clothes. Second, the very composition of your skin's natural oils begins to change, producing a hidden chemical signature. After the age of 40 or 50, our skin starts producing a unique fatty acid called 2-non-enal. This compound is virtually non-existent in younger individuals, but it accumulates in the sebum, the natural oil on your skin as you age, particularly on your chest, back, and neck. 2-non-enal has a distinct aroma, often described as grassy, waxy, or greasy. No amount of soap can fully wash it away, and attempting to mask it with perfume or cologne often creates a more unpleasant, clashing scent, much like spraying air freshener in a room with a persistent, underlying odor. Finally, your mouth becomes a drier environment, profoundly altering your breath. Saliva is the unsung hero of oral hygiene. It is nature's mouthwash, constantly rinsing away food debris, neutralizing acids, and keeping odor-causing bacteria in check. After 60, saliva production can plummet by as much as 50%. This creates a perfect breeding ground for germs, leading to a persistent bad breath that can linger even with diligent brushing. It's not a failure of hygiene, it's a biological drought. Recognizing these three factors is not about placing blame, but about gaining power. Each of these biological shifts has a simple, practical, and accessible solution that puts you back in control. The hidden geography of odor, reclaiming the forgotten spaces. Now that you understand the science, you might be thinking, but I shower every day. I use soap. I am clean. This is the truth for the vast majority of seniors. The issue isn't the frequency of bathing, it's the geography of it. Over decades of working with older adults, I've discovered that there are overlooked landscapes on our own bodies. 3 key types of areas where up to 90% of this specific age-related odor originates. These are the hidden zones that a quick, routine shower often misses. By giving these spots the attention they deserve, you can fundamentally change how you smell, starting today. The first are the skin folds and creases, the hidden bacterial zones. As our skin softens and our bodies change shape with age, we develop more folds behind the ears, at the back of the neck, under the arms, beneath the breasts, around the navel, in the groin, and behind the knees. These warm, sheltered areas are perfect traps for sweat, oil, and dead skin cells, creating an ideal environment for bacteria to thrive. During a routine shower, it's easy to glide over these areas without giving them a thorough cleaning. The solution is mindful washing. Use a soft washcloth or a gentle loofah with mild soap and warm, not hot water to carefully and deliberately clean within these folds. This isn't about harsh scrubbing, which can damage delicate skin, but about gentle, consistent attention. Next are the hairy areas, which act as oil collectors. Hair, whether it's on your scalp, chest, or underarms, is incredibly effective at trapping the sebum that contains that unique 2-non-enol compound. Many people wash their hair but neglect to truly massage their scalp, which is where a significant amount of oil and odor accumulates. When you shampoo, use your fingertips to gently but firmly massage your scalp for at least 30 seconds, ensuring the cleanser reaches the skin. For body hair, make sure you lather up fully, allowing the soap to break down the oils, and then rinse thoroughly. Trapped moisture is a recipe for odor, so drying these areas completely after washing is just as crucial as the cleaning itself. Finally, we have the high-traffic sweaty zones, your feet, toes, and even your palms. These areas are packed with sweat glands, and when encased in socks and shoes, your feet become a warm, damp playground for bacteria. The solution is twofold. First, give your feet the same care you give your hands. Scrub them daily, paying special attention to the spaces between each toe, and dry them meticulously afterward. Second, manage their environment. Choose breathable cotton socks. Rotate your shoes to allow them to air out completely between wears, and never underestimate the power of a little fresh air and sunshine to neutralize a lingering shoe odor. By focusing on this hidden geography, you are not just washing your body, you are strategically dismantling the very source of the odor at its foundation. The quiet rituals that transform you from the inside out. True freshness isn't just a surface-level achievement, it's a reflection of your body's internal harmony. Beyond targeted washing, there are simple, powerful daily habits that work from within to rebalance your system and transform how you smell and feel. These aren't demanding chores, but gentle acts of self-care, small rituals that take less than 30 minutes a day but yield profound results. They support your body's natural detoxification processes, improving not only your scent, but also your overall sense of well-being. The first habit is to begin your day by drinking warm water. You've heard the advice to drink more water your entire life, but for older adults, the temperature and timing make a significant difference. A glass of warm water on an empty stomach acts as a gentle internal flush, stimulating your digestive system and helping your kidneys and bladder efficiently eliminate the toxins that would otherwise build up and be released through your skin. Think of it as giving your internal plumbing a clean start before the day begins. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses throughout the day, but that first warm glass in the morning is the most powerful. It's important to remember that caffeinated drinks like coffee and tea don't count toward this goal. In fact, they can be dehydrating. For every cup of coffee you enjoy, balance it with an extra glass of water. The second ritual is to embrace a light walk in gentle sunlight. Many people hear exercise and immediately think of strenuous activity that feels out of reach. But you don't need to run a marathon. A slow, deliberate 20-minute walk once or twice a day can work wonders. This gentle movement encourages a light sweat, which helps clear out those toxins we discussed. Furthermore, exposure to mild sunlight has a dual benefit. Its UV rays are a natural antibacterial agent for your skin's surface, and it boosts the production of vitamin D, which is crucial for mood and immune function. The best times are before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. when the sun's rays are softer and less intense. This isn't about a workout, it's about moving your body, breathing fresh air, and letting nature assist in your renewal. The third habit involves rethinking your daily bath or shower. While a warm shower is a comforting ritual, scalding hot water is a disaster for aging skin. Extremely hot water strips the skin of its natural protective barrier, causing it to become dry, irritated, and surprisingly, more prone to trapping odor-causing bacteria and oils. The ideal temperature is comfortably warm, between 100 degrees and 104 degrees, 37 degrees C to 40 degrees. Warm enough to feel pleasant but not steaming hot. Once a week, consider a soak in a comfortably warm bath for 15 minutes. This helps to open your pores gently, allowing for a deeper release of impurities. And always dry your body thoroughly, paying special attention to those folds and creases. A damp environment is an invitation for bacteria to multiply. By integrating these 3 quiet rituals into your daily life, you are sending a powerful message to your body, supporting its functions and fostering a freshness that radiates from within. Vapsas, your plate is your perfume, the surprising link between food and fragrance. You have likely heard the adage, you are what you eat, but the truth runs even deeper. You also smell like what you eat. Your diet is one of the most powerful and overlooked tools in managing your body's scent. The foods you consume directly influence your internal chemistry, affecting how your body processes waste, balances bacteria, and ultimately, what odors are released through your skin, breath, and sweat. Making a few simple, intentional changes to your daily meals can effectively erase years of lingering body odor and restore that clean, fresh feeling from the inside out. Your first line of defense is to load up on foods rich in antioxidants. As we age, our bodies undergo a process called oxidation. You can think of it as a kind of internal rust that causes cells to break down. This very process is a key contributor to the formation of the lipids that lead to that musty smell. Antioxidants are the heroes that fight this rust. They neutralize the odor-causing compounds before they can even form. The best part is that these foods are delicious and readily available. Apples, tomatoes, strawberries, blueberries, and whole grains like brown rice and buckwheat. One of my patients, a 79-year-old man named Paul, took my advice to simply add 1 apple and 1 tomato to his daily diet. 2 months later, his granddaughter hugged him and said, "Grandpa, you smell like sunshine." That small change was life-changing for him. Now, let's talk about a surprising ally, garlic. This might seem counterintuitive, as raw garlic is famous for causing temporary bad breath. However, once digested, garlic's potent compounds act as a natural internal antibiotic, fighting off the very bacteria and toxins that contribute to long-term persistent body odor. You don't need much. 1 or 2 cloves a day, chopped and added to your cooking, whether roasted, mixed into soups, or sautéed with vegetables, can make a remarkable difference in your body's overall microbial balance. Furthermore, hydrating fruits and vegetables are essential for flushing out toxins. Water-rich produce like watermelon, pears, cucumbers, and tomatoes support your kidneys, helping them to efficiently remove waste through urine rather than forcing it out through your skin. This lessens the burden on your skin and reduces the potential for odor. If chewing firm fruits and vegetables is difficult, blending them into a simple smoothie is an excellent and easy-to-digest alternative that provides all the same benefits. Finally, it's just as important to be mindful of what you limit. Coffee and alcohol are major culprits in dehydration, which concentrates odors in your body. Greasy, fried, and low-fiber foods are difficult to digest. They move sluggishly through your system, allowing waste to build up and release its smell through your pores. The solution is balance. Limit coffee to 1 or 2 cups a day and drink extra water to compensate. Try swapping alcohol for herbal teas. Prioritize fiber-rich foods like oatmeal, beans, and fresh vegetables to keep your digestive system moving efficiently. Your food is not just fuel, it's a form of fragrance. By choosing wisely, you can cultivate a freshness that is a true reflection of your internal health. The unspoken barrier, how your mouth can create distance. Even with a pristine body and clean clothes, there may be one final source of odor that could be creating an invisible wall between you and others: your mouth. Bad breath is one of the most common yet rarely discussed reasons people subconsciously keep their distance from seniors. The most challenging part is that, due to our own senses adapting, most of us are completely unaware of our own breath. Linda, a 73-year-old patient, once told me with tears in her eyes, "I always thought my breath was fine, Dr. Henry. Then I saw my grandson physically lean back when I was telling him a story. I never realized how dry my mouth had become." Her last words hold the key: dry mouth. As we've discussed, saliva production can decrease by up to 50% after the age of 60. Saliva is your mouth's most powerful defense mechanism. When it diminishes, your mouth becomes a stagnant environment where food particles linger and bacteria multiply unchecked. These bacteria release volatile sulfur compounds, foul-smelling gases that are the primary cause of bad breath. This is why, no matter how often you brush, the odor can return with frustrating speed. But there is a simple 3-step daily routine that can combat this biological drought and restore your confidence to speak, laugh, and whisper closely with the ones you love. Step 1 is to increase your brushing frequency to 3 times a day: once in the morning, once after your midday meal, and once before bed. Bacteria build up incredibly fast in a low saliva environment. Using a soft bristled toothbrush and a fluoride toothpaste, pay special attention to your gum line and the very back of your mouth, as these are prime hiding spots for odor-causing microbes. Step 2 is a game changer that most people neglect: scraping your tongue every single morning. Your tongue's textured surface is like a shag carpet, trapping up to 90% of the odor-causing bacteria in your entire mouth. Simply brushing it is not enough to remove this stubborn biofilm. A simple tongue scraper, available for a few dollars at any pharmacy, is designed to gently and effectively remove this layer of bacteria. It might feel strange at first, but after just a few days, you will notice a level of freshness that brushing alone can never achieve. It was this step that allowed Linda to whisper secrets into her grandson's ear again without fear. Step 3 is to strategically boost your saliva production. While your body may not be producing as much saliva on its own, you can stimulate it. Chewing sugar-free gum, particularly varieties containing xylitol, which also helps fight cavities, for just 10 minutes after a meal can significantly increase moisture in your mouth. It's a simple, discreet habit that makes a big impact. Keep a pack in your pocket or purse. Alongside these steps, continue sipping warm water throughout the day to stay hydrated from the inside out, and avoid alcohol-based mouthwashes, which can exacerbate dryness. By making your oral health a priority, you are tearing down that unspoken barrier and reopening the door to intimacy and close connection. The unseen sanctuaries: your clothes, your bed, and your home. After all this work on your body, from targeted washing to mindful eating, there is one last piece of the puzzle. What if the lingering scent isn't on you, but around you? You can be immaculately clean, but if your immediate environment is holding on to old odors, they will inevitably transfer back onto your skin, hair, and clothes. It's like taking a pristine, clean plate and setting it down on a dirty tablecloth. Eventually, the plate will pick up the grime. Your clothes, your bedding, and the very air in your home are unseen sanctuaries of freshness, or hidden traps for smells. Let's address the most common smell traps and how to transform them into spaces that support your newfound freshness. First and most fundamentally, change your underwear and socks every single day without exception. This may seem obvious, but it's a non-negotiable rule. These garments are in direct contact with the warmest, most sweat-prone areas of your body. They are sponges for sweat, skin oils, and bacteria. Even on a day spent relaxing at home, these microbes are at work. Stick to natural, breathable fabrics like cotton, which allow for better air circulation and are less likely to trap moisture and odor compared to synthetic materials. Second, your bedding, especially your pillowcase, must be washed weekly. You spend nearly a third of your life in bed. Every night, your scalp releases oils, your skin sheds dead cells, and your body perspires. Your sheets and pillowcase absorb all of it. Over time, this buildup creates a reservoir of odor that you immerse yourself in every night. A weekly wash in warm water is essential. Whenever possible, dry your bedding in the sun. The sun's ultraviolet rays are a natural disinfectant and deodorizer, leaving your fabrics with a freshness that no dryer sheet can replicate. Third, give your shoes a break. Your feet have one of the highest concentrations of sweat glands on your body, and that moisture gets trapped inside your shoes, creating a dark, damp environment where bacteria and fungi flourish. If you wear the same pair of shoes day after day, they never have a chance to dry out completely. The simple fix is to rotate between at least 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. This allows each pair to air out for a full 24 to 48 hours. To accelerate the process, you can sprinkle a little baking soda inside them overnight to absorb moisture and neutralize odors, or even set them out in the sun for 15 minutes. Finally, air out your home twice a day. A closed-up room traps everything: stale air, cooking smells, body odors, and moisture. This stagnant air clings to curtains, upholstery, and carpets, and eventually to you. The simple, age-old practice of opening your windows for just 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening makes a world of difference. Even in colder weather, this quick exchange of air flushes out the old and brings in the new, dramatically improving the atmosphere of your home. By tending to these unseen sanctuaries, you create a holistic environment of clean. When your body, your clothes, and your home are all fresh, the result is a deep, lasting confidence that you carry with you everywhere you go. It was never about a lack of cleanliness, but a lack of knowledge. Let us be perfectly clear about one thing. The subtle scent that can accompany aging was never, ever a sign that you were dirty. It was never a reflection of your character or your standards. It simply meant your body was changing in ways no one ever took the time to explain. It has always been a matter of biology, not hygiene, a lack of knowledge, not a lack of care. For too long, this natural process has been shrouded in shame and silence, robbing countless seniors of the warmth, closeness, and physical affection they so deeply deserve. We have walked through the science together, the slowing of sweat production, the shift in your skin's chemistry, the drying of saliva. And for every single biological change, we have uncovered a simple, gentle, and empowering solution. You now know that you don't need expensive perfumes or harsh chemicals. True, lasting freshness comes from small, consistent acts of self-care. Drinking warm water in the morning, taking a gentle walk in the sun, mindfully washing the hidden folds of your body, eating foods that cleanse you from within, tending to your oral health with new diligence, and ensuring your personal environment is as fresh as you are. These are not chores, they are acts of dignity. They are the keys to unlocking a future where you can lean in for a whisper, welcome a grandchild onto your lap, and receive a long, deep hug without a flicker of hesitation or fear. Think of Margaret, Paul, and Linda. Their stories are not about miracles. They are about the profound impact of small, informed changes. They rediscovered the joy of closeness, not by changing who they were, but by understanding how their bodies worked and responding with gentle wisdom. You deserve to walk into any room and feel utterly confident. You deserve to be held, hugged, and kissed without a shadow of a doubt. You deserve to feel vibrant, clean, and cherished today and every day to come. Aging is not the end of freshness. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one lived with grace, wisdom, and an unshakable sense of self. Carry this knowledge not as a burden, but as a source of pride in the beautiful, deliberate effort you are making to not just smell better, but to live better and love more closely.